Lieutenant Governor visited a hospital in Superior today, highlighting challenges facing the healthcare industry. Lieutenant Governor Sara Rodriguez spoke with medical professionals at Essentia St. Mary's Hospital, Superior. Rodriguez has been touring hospitals around Wisconsin with the goal of addressing their needs at the state level. Today, she placed an emphasis in meeting the needs of all types of hospitals and the patients they serve.
Being able to talk to all the different types of healthcare systems, whether it's rural healthcare systems, urban, on tribal lands, they all have unique needs, and to be able to bring that back to the healthcare task force is going to be really important for me.
Staff at Essentia say the Lieutenant Governor's background in nursing made them feel like their concerns were being heard. Essentia hopes to encourage more people to work in rural areas.
Students then get exposed to our communities, and then they see the beauty of the care that's in these critical access hospitals, which are critical to maintain and grow. So we need that workforce, and that was a critical message.
Reps with Essentia say in addition to nursing, tech roles are in the most need of support. Today, Rodriguez also made stops at Superior High School and Northwoods Tech.